Hello everyone, how are you today? Thank you for attending this presentation. We're going to talk about growth mindsets under construction. Is it a bit weird? Are we having mindsets under construction? We'll have all this together today. This is Nohier ElSamny. I'm the head of development in Square Engineering firm in Egypt. So hello from Egypt. Let's go together. A lot of us is stuck in the technological deployment. Are we talking about technology or talking about growth? Yeah, we're talking about technology related to growth. Are we stuck in our technological deployment and we refer here to an employee or an organization? I think yes. I think yes, because the reality of the sector confronts us with significant challenges nowadays. Because of this technological revolution that is invading everything in this industry, digital transformation, digitalization, BIM, artificial intelligence, digital twinning, VDC. What are those all about? What is this all about? I always say that one person can do a change, but it's just missing some word. Just one word is missing here. One person can wisely do a change. So how can we do change wisely? Are we talking about change today? Yes, we're talking about change. We're talking about growth. We're talking about technology all together. Imagine unlocking the secret to achieving personal and professional success simply by just one thing, shifting your thoughts. Oh, is it that simple? Yes, it's that simple. Why am I talking about all this today? Because I've been for 14 years of experience here in the AC industry, and my fields of expertise included BIM management, construction management, lately lean construction and digital transformation strategy. So I've been facing this resistance of change for 14 years now, every day. And I'm really, really in love with transforming these traditional workflows and traditional mindsets into digital ones, into more efficient ones. Yes, I'm really in love with this. I'm holding a BIM Hero acknowledgement also from the BIM Coordinators community. And I really had the privilege to talk in several conferences before. All of them were related to the digital construction, BIM, and digitalization in the industry nowadays. Because my main professional and personal key values are collaboration, integration, development, and persistence. These four main key values that I really stick to over all aspects of life. So let's talk together today about growth and growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. What is growth mindset towards digitalization? What are the aspects of growth, challenges, and the solution to all this? What is growth? Does this represent growth? Yeah, it does. What is growth? Actually, the question here is not so much one of how much we appreciate the value of work. Yeah, we do appreciate the value of work. But are we appreciating also our inabilities, our natural abilities? Are we appreciating our gifts as human beings? Actually, no. Exceptional people that we see out there, they are not just gifted. They did put so much effort in their natural abilities to be here among these exceptional successful people. So let's say that success won't ever be there without having the right mindset of these exceptional people that we can be among one day. Yes, it's not difficult. It's the growth mindset. What is a growth mindset? A growth mindset was proposed by Stanford psychologist Carol Dweck and colleagues. And she said that it is the understanding that abilities and understanding can be developed. Understanding that abilities and understanding can be developed, so it's not fixed. Those with a growth mindset believe that they can get smarter, more intelligent, and more talented for putting in time and effort. Is this possible? Yes, it is possible. So, what is a fixed mindset on the other side? A fixed mindset is someone that assumes abilities and understanding are relatively fixed. Those with a fixed mindset may not believe that intelligence can be enhanced, or that you either have it or you don't when it comes to abilities and talents. So we can just transform this fixed mindset, intelligence is static, no, it's not, just check it, into a growth mindset. Intelligence can be developed. Yes, true. That's how it is. How does this growth mindset work? In studies that examine mindset, participants are given statements such as, you have a certain amount of intelligence and you really can do much to change it. I'll give you a few seconds. Think about it. Do you really have a certain amount of intelligence and you really can do much to change it? Yes? No? Actually, participants who disagree with such statements are considered to have more of a growth mindset. However, agreeing with such a statement would mean that the participant has more of a fixed mindset. And it's okay. Fixed mindset can easily be transformed to a growth mindset for consciousness. So, a growth mindset contrasts with a fixed mindset. And it's all about this limiting belief that the capacity to learn and improve cannot be meaningfully developed. Let's check the growth mindset versus the fixed mindset. Can you see how it talks here and how it talks here? A growth mindset always says failure is an opportunity to grow, while a fixed mindset is always saying failure is the limit of my abilities. Oh, a growth mindset always like to try new things, while a fixed mindset is always sticking to what they know. So, yes, it is about being conscious about our mindsets. What's the difference between both of them? The main difference between the two mindsets is this belief in the permanence of intelligence and ability. One view is at very permanent, the fixed mindset, with little to no room for change, while the other views it as more changeable with opportunities for improvement. When we get conscious about our fixed mindset and how to get it to change to a growth mindset, we're more open to success. Yes, we are. Let's check the characteristics of both mindsets. Related to skills and intelligence, a fixed mindset is saying you have what you have, and a growth mindset is saying that everything can be grown and developed. The concern of the fixed mindset is about performance, while the growth mindset is about process. The challenges is just for the growth mindset. Let's work through challenges. Feedback. Let's use the feedback to learn. And let's use these mistakes as learning opportunities for us to do something better in the future. Yeah, it's all about this. What about turning these triggers that we found into opportunities for growth? Actually, it's all about the understanding that we have underlying concepts, unconscious ones, and we have to consciously shift our mindset from a fixed one into a growth mindset. So let's say that we can use these professional or personal triggers that we identified to develop them to transform into growth mindset opportunities. It can be through reframing past experiences. How many times is said no to change? How many times is said no to something new, getting on board on a process, on an operational activity, on an application, a software, a platform that we're using every day? Why did I say this? I have to ask myself. Let's reframe our past experiences. Let's recognize the potential for learning and growth. And let's adopt a proactive approach to overcome challenges. With determination and resilience, these triggers can become catalysts for personal growth and development. And we can change this fixed mindset, this strict and rigid mindset, this closed circle into a growth mindset, this open circle that has a center that radiates everything from the inside to the outside and that receive everything from the outside to the inside to grow and to learn and to develop. So let's say also that growth mindset has become a buzzword in many major companies and they're using it in their mission statements. I know that it is used, but there are some misconceptions about the idea itself. And here are three main misconceptions. I already have and have always had a growth mindset. No, dear, we're all having both. We're all a mixture of both, a growth mindset and a fixed mindset, and we have to accept this to grow. So a pure growth mindset doesn't exist. Just accept yourself as it is and just go with how to develop yourself more. A growth mindset is just about praising and rewarding effort. No, unproductive effort is never a good thing. We have to learn, we have to progress, and we have to emphasize that processes are always important to have a good output. Just get a growth mindset and good things will happen. No, these are mission statements, and it's really wonderful. No problem with having this. But we really we should have policies, and we should have some governance to these policies, and we should stick to some objectives and goals that can be really attained for the organization or for the employee. We have to get sticking to this all the time. It's about change. We have to receive change openly. We have to know that change is really done for us all. We all are changing every day. So we need to have everything changing also around us. Who wants change? We all won't change. Yeah, I won't change. I'm raising my hand. Who wants to change? Nobody. All hands are down. Who wants to lead the change? Oh, nobody's here. Oh my God, they all left. So yes, let's talk about change and this growth mindset towards digitalization, the infrastructure of this growth mindset towards digitalization. Is there something called infrastructure of a growth mindset? Yes, and it consists of three aspects: mental infrastructure, technical infrastructure, and business infrastructure. It's not about changing our businesses. It's not about just changing our strategies in business, but we just have this mental mindset at first, and our technical process of learning second, and then we can get to have a different strategy for our business. So a mental infrastructure is all talking about
It's about communication. Really? Yeah. Communication is the most important thing between all of us out there. It's the main language between everyone, between all stakeholders. How many problems do we have nowadays because of miscommunication? Endless problems. So, let's say, what is communication? Communication is the process of sending and receiving messages through verbal or non-verbal means. So here we have a sender and we have a receiver. The sender is saying, your food smells delicious. That's the message. The receiver is having his feedback also. It is consisting of thanks. But actually, he has some interpretation of the meaning. She wants to drive by. He has some different interpretation other than the message that she wanted to send to him. And this can just be explained through something called NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming. Neuro-Linguistic Programming. What is it all about? It is the approach that focuses on how we communicate with ourselves and others, and how this affects our behavior and our outcomes to things. Let's think. Hey, let's use BIM in our process. Oh no, I don't want to use BIM. Yeah, it happens. Actually, this was developed by Richard Bandler and John Grinder in the 1970s, and they were talking about successful people because of this NLP. How is it working? Let's see. We have our brains that receives external events, and let's say that the brain receives from 4 to 11 millions of stimuli per second. What a great number of external events that the brain receives every second. So that's why, because it is divided into two parts, the unconscious and the conscious part. The unconscious has some filters inside. These filters are consisting of the meta programs, the values, beliefs, decisions, and the memories. All of these combine together to get something of those three to be happening to the external event or the information of this external event, which is to delete the information, generalize the information, or distort the information. Yeah, it happens like this. That's how our unconscious mind works. So we just have for this unconscious mind an internal representation for this external event, which might be different than the external event, than the truth that happened outside. And this internal representation puts us into a state which is really responsible to create a behavior, and we just respond with this behavior outside. So this unconscious no that we say to changes, this unconscious no that we say to new technologies and new methodologies is really coming from this unconscious mind that just developed an internal representation to the external event without even seeing or digging deep into what's happening out there. Let's talk about the technical infrastructure. We talked about the mental infrastructure that really consists of some unconscious behaviors and some conscious behaviors. Let's see how we can just transform from this unconscious behavior to conscious behavior. It's all about this process of changing or learning. It consists of 4 stages. The first stage is unconscious incompetence. Yes, so what's unconscious incompetence? It's just you don't know what you don't know. Oh, there's something out there called BIM, but I even don't know that there's something called BIM out there. So it's unconscious incompetence. And then the second stage is conscious incompetence. Yeah, I've heard something about BIM before, but I really don't know about it. So I know what I don't know. I know that there's something called BIM out there. Then we're transferring it to a different stage of learning, which is conscious competence. That when you know what you know, I know that I know about BIM. And then unconscious competence is just a skill because I kept doing it every day. So changing from the first 2 stages to the second 2 stages really requires a lot. And there are 3 main steps to be done for these stages to be happening. From the first stage to the second stage, we have to have insight. Yes, insight about what we don't know. So let's learn, let's listen, let's attempt things. Then we choose that we know what we don't know until we know that we know how to do it now. So we choose to learn, and then we repeat what we've learned every day. So I've learned a new software, let's repeat using it, let's repeat practicing it until it becomes just a skill. What about driving? How do you drive? It's just a skill. So in businesses, it's first time to insight, and then get recommendations, do actions until we have the first time to adapt, improve, and get another insight, and let it be an infinite loop until it be a business process. And when we get to talk about business processes, we're going to talk about business infrastructure. Business infrastructure, it's about how did we change in our organization. Actually, there are 4 levels of change: events, behavior, system, and mental model. And 4 principles for change: understand change at first, plan change, implement change, and then communicate change to other people. And 4 stages for making a difference. It's about the virgin at first, and then resistance, some projection, and then having a proof of concept. Yes, let's have a proof of concept and move together towards having this spread out over all the work. This mental model can be a digitalization mental model because it's actually when we began at our organization Square to use a new mindset, we observed the phenomenon. Every change creates the opportunity for more and more larger improvements. So it appears that the amount of change possible increases with each step of implementation. And that's how it goes. Let's talk about the business infrastructure but using Lean. Infrastructure of Lean requires operational excellence, requires value stream organization, and requires business strategy. How did we implement these over the business? Operational excellence, we had new functions for operational excellence, improving innovation, strategic alignment, corporate intelligence, and corporate governance. Yes, they were added to our functions of the corporate functions. So everything was changed. And actually we worked on a business process for engineering and management for all the operational processes in our company. And that's how we focus on the value. And our business strategy for these processes are to implement lean BIM spread all over the company. So what did we change? It's the PPD framework that we all know. Let's change people, their mindsets, old mindset to a new mindset related to getting things done differently. Let's separate entity to collaborative communication. And for the process, please, let's change our paper and documents into digital documents all over the process. We always tend to get people first, harmonize people, technology, process around data. It's about digitalization. Data is the new language now. It's the new vocab for the construction or even other construction itself. It's about all the industries out there. What's Kaizen? Kaizen is continuous improvement. Small improvements that are done every day to any process is Kaizen. So let's get some improvements of our overall processes that we undergo every day. All improvements makes a really huge change in a while. Yeah, so let's get people leverage technology. Let's position this technology in the hands of people to accelerate execution. Let's enable repeatable processes to execute governance. Let's check how governance can be implemented to the processes when we get to repeat them. And let's follow the agreed processes to ensure integration and accountability along the value chain after then. So what do you think now? Imagine unlocking the secret to achieving personal and professional success by shifting your thoughts. Are your thoughts shifted now somehow? Because if they are, this I should be shifted also into a we. Yeah, it's a we. We need to say that we do not only need to digitally operate construction. We need to digitally, mentally, and collaboratively operate construction. Yes, it's not just about shifting towards digitalization. It's not about just implementing these digital technologies and these digital methodologies towards our processes now. It's about having the right mental mindset, and it's about using communication in its perfect way of using things between people. So it's about collaboration also. So yeah, it's so important to know this. That's why it's great to know, practice, and believe that exceptional growth talent is the foundation of successful personal and business track. Organizations need to articulate their purpose around growth and commit to delivering on it. Sustainability must be embraced and demonstrated through tangible and quantifiable initiatives. Leaders must build a culture of transparency, flexibility, and care that promotes well-being. Training and development should be understood as an investment, not a cost. Only together we can foster an environment that attracts the world's brightest minds to work together on solving some of the planet's most pressing challenges. And please know that there's no destination to reach. Please know that we're all having destination every day because it's simple. The journey is the destination. Enjoy your journey of learning. Enjoy your learning. Enjoy your changing. Enjoy how you change every day and how everything is changed around you. Embrace change and embrace growth. Everything will be different by then. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation today. I was really enjoying this. I'm here if you have any questions, and you can reach me through this QR code, and you can just send me an email if you like. Whenever you want to ask about anything, I'm here for you, and you're always welcomed. Thank you so much. It was just a privilege to be here with you today. Thanks a lot. Goodbye.